What's up, everybody? I've been watching crypto for some time now, and there's a lot of smart and innovative ideas that come with crypto. But the problem with crypto is the mechanism of how to use it. What is it really good for? Now, I think in the NFT market, anything in the artistic world, whether it's music, books, comic books, digital art, videography, photography, I think that's where the NFT market will really find its niche. That makes sense. I mean, I've heard both sides of the argument, and the negative side of the argument, they kind of have a point, which is once you put your digital art out on the web, it's easy for anybody to just copy it. But if before you put your digital art out on the web, you create an NFT, one NFT as the original, then your proof of work is always there. So that's why I think for art, the NFT market, there's going to be a niche there. They just need to work it out, but it's going to be there. But the coins, everybody keeps arguing that there's really not been a workable case for crypto coins. I'm working on a business plan. I'm actually working on a social media platform that not only is it going to completely, if I can get it up and running, not only is it going to completely shake the foundation of everything that social media is built on, but it's going to break the web. The whole way the web currently works, it's just going to annihilate it all. I'm not going to get into the details because the only way to explain, I have to tell you what I'm going to do. If I tell you what I'm going to do, then anybody can take it. And it's a really simple idea. It's just people greedy people can never comprehend the model. Let me put it that way. A corporation would never be able, a corporation with shareholders that won't stand to a higher ideal of integrity, they could never make it work. It's a big deal. But in the meantime, I need to get funding together to start getting this rolling. Basically, I need the funding to be able to get with a lawyer to make me a better NDA than the one I got now. I have an NDA that I can use to talk to people, but when it comes to protecting my idea outside of just talking with people about it, it's not very solid. So I need a lawyer. Then I need to start getting some computer programmers together. We need to start building this platform in the app. But it takes funding. The hardest part about launching a great business idea is you can't get funding to start up. they have angel investors, but the problem with angel investors is, with an idea like mine, they think corporate. And so they're thinking, okay, well, when we make this business public, what kind of returns are we going to be looking at? Which you will have returns, but they're not going to be phenomenal returns. But they will be returns, and they will be steady returns on it. And it will always make money. It can make money. That's not the problem. It's just that it's not going to turn the company into a multi-billion dollar. Well, it could, but theoretically, it's not going to turn the company into a $500, $600, $700 billion company overnight. Theoretically, about $500 billion is the most the company can make. But it's the principles that the company is going to be built on that Wall Street investors just won't like it. Like I said, greed first, morals later. So they won't like my business model. It doesn't put greed first. But there's a lot of people that they would love to get on board with a company like that. They would love to get on board in the very beginning when you can have millions of individuals getting involved for, $2, $3, $4, $5 each. And so, you get 2 or 3 million people together that are putting even just $1 a piece in there. You got $2 to $3 million for your startup costs. And that's where crypto would really work. The problem is, in the United States, we can't do it because corporations don't like competition, so they make sure that they write all the regulatory laws, and the regulatory laws are specifically written so that a startup entrepreneur can't get millions of people behind them with small investments like that, so that he can compete. That's by design. So you can't do this in the United States because the United States isn't a free market economy. We're told it's a free market economy. I know, everybody. Free market, free market, free market. We're a crony capitalist economy. We have not been a free market economy for decades. Actually, we're even worse than a crony capitalist economy. We're nearly a fascist capitalist economy. People don't know what fascism is. They think fascism and they think Nazis. Nazis were built off the principle of fascism, but they're not fascist. They're something completely different. The biggest thing about fascism is the way the economy is controlled. And we live in a quasi-fascist economy. We do not live in a free market in the United States, no matter what they tell you. It's not a true free market. Because, for example, a startup business cannot simply go and create a token like Bitcoin where you make a limited number of tokens. You say we're going to have, let's say in theory you feel that in the end your company will have 50 million shares. I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say in the end your company will have 50 million shares. So you want to put 49 million coins out there for people to be able to buy into your company. And you sell the coins for $1 a piece. And so for every coin that someone's buying, they're getting into your company in the very beginning for $1 a piece. And when your company gets up and it grows, then you start buying them coins back from people. But because now your company is showing profit, you're showing that your company works, the value of your coins are going up. Which means now you're buying, They bought them. They bought the coin for $1. You're buying back the coins for $1.25, $1.50. If your company's really taking off, it might cost more to take it back, but and that's how you use cryptocurrency in a real world scenario. Like I said, in the United States, we're not allowed to do that because the rules are written so that entrepreneurs cannot compete with corporations. It's done by design. It's done on purpose. The rules are completely explicit. I've been looking into it because I've been thinking, well, what if I decide that, I'll tell people we'll make, this is how many shares we're going to say the company's going to have in the beginning, and we'll sell this many shares. And then even later on, if we go public, those are the public shares. And so our shares are already sold, and now people can start trading their shares because they're automatically going to have their shares. You have 2 tokens, you automatically have 2 shares. You have 50 tokens, you automatically have 50 shares. And then people can start trading their shares on Wall Street after you go out with an IPO, and your shares are already sold. So you're not even selling any shares because you want to keep 51% of your company to protect your interest in your company. So your 49% is already sold. Maybe you didn't sell all 49 million coins. Maybe you only sold 26 million coins, which means you still have 23 million shares that you could put out on the market. I know there's some things about the shares that, I get that, but I'm just trying to create a scenario here to explain it. And that's how cryptocurrency can work. That's what cryptocurrency, the real power of cryptocurrency, because everybody always says, I'm investing in Bitcoin, or I'm investing in Dogecoin, or I'm investing in Shiba, or I'm investing in My Lady, or I'm investing in Pepe, or I'm investing in Moon. It goes on. All these different coins out there, but they're not really investments. But if the SEC would allow American entrepreneurs the opportunity to build a company from the ground up with help from the public, I'm not talking about, some, I guess some people might do it. You might wind up with somebody where, they're going to put their whole retirement. That's stupid. I mean, you can't control stupid people. Stupid people do stupid things. You can't control that. But for the average person, think about it. If when Facebook started, you were able to buy in and help fund Facebook for $5 a token, and there was however many tokens out there, but it was a set number of tokens, and each of them tokens counted as a share. Do you realize how much your $5 would be returning today? Even if it's only, I don't know, I haven't looked to see what Facebook shares are going, but let's say Facebook shares are going for $30. You made $25 on each one of your tokens when you sell your share. The average American working at Burger King could get on board with companies that have something that they believe in, or an idea that they stand behind, or a business model that they like. There has to be, I get that there has to be some regulation because you need to be able to keep con artists from just conning people out of money. So you need to be able to show what you're doing with the money. I get that you need the bookkeeping as your startup. But once you get the money, that's the first thing you do. You get a lawyer, a bookkeeper, and from there, you start getting the people that you need on your team to make this business build. You want to build a hamburger chain. First thing you do is you get your lawyer and your bookkeeper. You need your lawyer and your bookkeeper because your bookkeeper's got to track where all the money's going so that you can report that. And you need a lawyer so that they can help walk you through all the legal matters of this company. So those are your first two investments. But it's not complicated. Unfortunately, in America, we need to make everything as complicated and difficult as possible because we don't believe in fair competition on the corporate level. The corporate level has absolutely no belief at all in fair competition. That's why our system is set up the way it's set up, because all our laws in this country, especially when it comes to regulations, it's all written by corporations. And they're written so that entrepreneurs cannot compete with them. But if we change that model, we allow people to compete, we allow entrepreneurs to raise money, we allow the average American to have a chance at what angel investors usually have a chance at, and it's a win for everybody. Okay, it's not a win for the angel investors. I get it. But the angel investors still have all their big companies that they can invest in. They still invest in all the big ideas. They're really, really big ideas. They have the money to do that. But for the average entrepreneur, this is a win for them, and it's a win for the people that want to invest in that little average entrepreneur. And the thing is, every coin that's sold, it's known who that coin belongs to because it's all on the blockchain. That's the beauty of the blockchain. It's all recorded. So-and-so bought this coin. So-and-so bought this coin. So-and-so bought this coin. So-and-so bought this many coins in total. I imagine you probably have to go to Singapore to be able to pull this off, because that's a free market economy, ironically. Hong Kong, well, I guess Hong Kong, up until the China takeover, was a free market economy. Taiwan is a more free market economy than America. England, but England has kind of the same SEC type rules that we have here in America. But they'd probably be more willing to actually let the peasants have opportunity than we do here in America. Ireland, there's a lot of countries that, they actually have a more free market economy than we do. We're one of the worst. We rank amongst the worst when it comes to a free market economy in what they consider country club countries. Those are your highest developed countries. I think we rank 26 as a free market economy last time I looked. It's been a while since I looked, but last time I looked, I think we ranked 26, which is ironic because I think there's 25. We don't even rank in our own listing. There's 25 country club countries, I think. Those are your top, the highest standard of living. And ironically, when it comes to wage income, we don't even rank in the top 25 for that either. The reason we're in the country club count is because we're one of the richest countries in the world. When you average out the amount of wealth in the United States, it works out to every American supposedly is worth over $300,000, yet the average income, that's the medium, which means there's a lot of incomes that are way higher and a lot of incomes that are a lot way lower. But the average income in America is $44,000, which there we rank 26th or 27th. Again, there's only 25 countries in the country club. We rank poor on just about everything, man. we're 32nd, 33rd, but actually it might even be worse now. We used to be 32nd or 33rd in education. I think we ranked even worse than that for health care. Oh, I'm sorry. We're number one for imprisoning people. We put more people in prison than North Korea. No country in the world has as many laws as the United States to put an individual in prison, including North Korea. We beat every single dictatorship. We beat every single fascist country. We beat every single communist country. We're number one in the world. Nobody can compete with us with the number of laws that we have to put people in prison, or the number of people we have in prison, including North Korea. North Korea is the most tyrannical country in the world, and it cannot compete with the number of people we put in prison. We have millions in the United States. What, we got 350 million, something like that, 380 million people in the United States. If I'm not mistaken, North Korea has billions of people. And North Korea can't compete with us. That's sad. So we do rank number one for something. I mean, I love my country. My country isn't the problem. My government's the problem. We have a horrible, horrible, horrible government. And it's only getting worse. Every day it's trying to find another way to take away our freedoms. And they're taking them away under the guise of doing the right thing. Whenever somebody from the government tells you that they're going to take a freedom away to do the right thing, it doesn't matter what side of the argument you're on, you should be putting up hands saying, hold on, because they're going to be taking your freedom away, no matter what side of the argument you're on. It might be taken away, you might be on one side of the argument or the other, and you're going to be the one winning at the moment, but down the line, they're coming after you too. America is just horrible when it comes to regulations and laws. That's why we can't use cryptocurrency in the one way where it actually has a real world use. And that's for entrepreneurs to raise capital for a startup. Any startup. You want to start a barber shop, you create a barber coin. You want to start a burger shop, you start a burger coin. You want to start a hot dog shop, you start a hot dog coin. You want to start an art business, you start an art coin. You know, and you make a specific number. You say this is how many coins we're going to make. And you don't, the one difference between this and Bitcoin is you don't mine for these coins. You create the coins. You just create the coins. You say you want a barber shop, so you say I'm going to create 500,000 coins. And you sell 249,000 of those coins to raise the capital so that you can start your barber shop. If your coins sell for a quarter a piece, then I figure that would be 125. So roughly, you're going to raise roughly $65,000 to start your barber shop. If your coins sell for 25 cents a piece. Like I said, it depends on the business you're building and how much you need, and how much you want each coin to be worth. And like I said, if you want the average American to be able to invest in you, and you want to get millions of Americans behind you, or maybe even people from around the world, you make these coins where you know they're going to be $5 or less. But you make a limited number of them, just like Bitcoin did. That's how you make the cryptocurrency work. That is the one place where the cryptocurrency can work. Like I said, we can't do it here in America. We don't live in a free market economy, and we're not allowed to promote entrepreneurship. So maybe somewhere in a foreign country can actually take advantage of an American ideal, entrepreneurship, and come up with a way that you can create this market. And come up with a market similar to crypto.com, where everything goes through the website. That's where people sign up. And even to make it all work even better, you let people know, hey, we're going to take 5% of however many coins you are creating that are going on the market. We get 5% of those coins. So if they create 500 coins, they get, 10 coins? 5 coins. They get 5 coins. You create 500 coins, they get 5 coins. You create 1,000 coins, they get 10 coins. You create 1,000,000 coins, they get 50,000 coins. Is that right? I don't know, I'm just throwing the numbers off the top of my head. But you see it, and that's how someone like crypto.com, by implementing a plan like this, that's how they would make their money. Because if the business is successful, they get to cash in their chips. If the business fails, just like everybody else, they took the risk. But the thing is, they say 3/4 of the businesses created fail. But you have 25% of businesses that do succeed. They become profitable. And out of that 25%, you have, 5%, 6%, something like that, go on to become multi-billion-dollar corporations. So it's not like you're not going to make money doing that. That's how you work. That's where crypto can work. And that's what crypto is great for. And like I said, unfortunately, we can't do it here in the United States. We're not allowed to promote entrepreneurship. We're not allowed to promote the free market. We're not allowed to promote individuals coming together to create something. That's not allowed to be promoted in the United States. I know. You're all thinking, wait a minute, they say all that. I know. It's not really how it is. All you need to do is read the rules and regulations, and you realize that's not how it is. But I'm sure in another country, somebody will be allowed to do this.